Good morning, it's September 7th, 2023. It's a nice sunny day in Southern California. I'm gonna do a little fig harvest. I have a lot of figs that are ripe. I also have a meeting with the California Rare Fruit Growers Association. We get together once a month and kind of learn a little bit about growing and different varieties of fruits, and we share information and share all our harvests, especially this time of year. So let's see how much we can harvest. I want to have a lot of variety of figs for my friends to share. Besides eating, sharing all the awesome figs with my friends is really the best part. Getting people to taste different figs and varieties of fruit. It's a lot of fun. And before that, I'll give you a quick tour because I have some interesting plants I want to show you. We'll do that real fast, and then we'll see how much fruit we can harvest today. All right, let's start. This is a moringa tree. You see I have some beans growing. Actually, I haven't tasted them yet. These long beans, supposed to be edible. I hear they're supposed to taste like green beans. And then everything on this tree is edible. The leaves actually starting to turn a little bit. It's supposed to have a lot of health benefits. This tree grows crazy fast. This is like a little skinny twig that I planted earlier this year. And now it was probably about 6 feet tall when I planted it about 6 months ago. It is already at least 12 feet tall, so it's doubled in half a year. And this trunk was not much wider than this piece of bamboo, and right now it's a good 4 or 5 inches wide. So this tree is just growing like crazy. We'll maybe do a taste testing and see what these beans actually taste like. But yeah, I'm really interested to see what these taste like. If they do taste like green beans, that'd be very interesting. This one is a Fuyu persimmon. It's actually, thought it would grow quicker than it did. It's growing kind of slow. It was only about here when I planted it, a bare root, but it's growing now, so I thought I was going to have to remove it, but it was just a slow start. And I also have the coffee cake persimmon. This is growing good now. You can have some little baby persimmons on there too. I have guava. This is a pink guava. You have some nice little guavas on here. And there's an interesting plant I have here. It's called a tiger melon. Look at that. It's a bright orange tiger melon. It smells like cantaloupe. Kind of smells like cantaloupe. Both small. It's like the size of a softball. So we have some papaya. Look at that. Papaya plant. It's grown like crazy, and it's peeking up above the canopy here. But it seems pretty happy in this little spot. And other trees here, I have some pink grapefruit. Jackfruit tree, which is right there in the middle. It's pretty small. It's still alive, but it just didn't grow very well this year, so I might try to put it in a pot and see if I can get it growing a little bit better next year. This is a Kadota tree, Kadota Fig. It's like a honey fig. Let's check our Smith, because I love Smith and I want to bring a bunch of these with us today. How good does that look? It's perfect. So here's our Smith fig. I just harvested a nice little handful. It's the latter end of this first wave from the Smith, but I'll put them here with our Smith figs. So I have a nice little sampler of Smith. So unknown pastillare. I think I saw some ripe in here. Oh yeah, look at these. Nice and ripe. This is has a cherry flavor, lightly sweet, a really thin skin. Love this fig. It pumps out the figs every year, and I get so much from this. So let's pick these and see how many we get. So just a few of these, a little handful, but better than nothing. Let's put this up and we'll get our next fruit. This is my Italian 258. So it's almost ripe. There's a couple on here. One looks ripe. Let's collect these. I collected some on my other tree, but it looks like there's a few ripe ones. I'm gonna get all these before the beetles and the birds get them. So here's my handful of Italian 258 figs. Some are dripping honey out of the base, so I know some of these are gonna be really sweet. All right, our next tree, Moscatel Barranco. This is a sweet fig. It's a honey fig. This one is pumping them out too. Some are really ready, nice and soft. Honey figs are not my favorite. I tend to prefer the really deep red, jammy flavors. But let's pick these. All right, check out our Moscatel Barranco, a nice little selection. It's my Martinica ramata. Little tag. This one needs a little bit more time. This has not produced a ton of fruit for me. They're beautiful figs. Really nice jammy red on the inside. But I'm hoping fall gives me a little bit more. So let's move on to the next tree. So this tree, Violet de Bordeaux. Check it out. This tree pumps out the fruit. I haven't been able to keep up to this tree, and as you can see, has a really thin skin that these beetles love to try to get through. And beetles and the bees, just made me jump. These things drive me crazy. But this little guy eating my fruit. So let's do a little harvest here. The ones that are not being eaten right now. Here's Violet de Bordeaux. Looks great. Yeah, amazing fig for productivity. It grows really fast. Thin skin. Has, I'll show one of these inside. Nice red interior. Kind of mildly sweet. Next fig. My personal favorite. Panache. Panache fig. Beautiful stripes, has a thick skin, so I was gonna kind of like scoop them out when you eat them. The skin's like a little tough, but we're gonna pick some of these. These are harder to tell if they're ripe because they don't get squishy like some of the other figs, but they do swell. And gotta use your best judgment. They don't get quite as soft as some other figs. But these are, let's see. You see when they're drooping? So that one's probably ripe. You can tell it kind of droops. Still not super squishy, but that one is probably really ripe. So let me see how many of these I can find. These are running a little late too. These have a tendency to split if you water them too much, which is unfortunate. See, that one's kind of splitting. But one of my favorites, for sure. Panache. How are we doing? Looking good. This is Black Madeira. This is a very slow growing tree, probably the slowest. This is one of the first trees I got. It's doing really good now. I think this is the first year after 4 years where I'm actually getting Black Madeira like they should be. This is very popular, and even last year I only got a couple. So really excited to taste these. I haven't really tasted a fully ripe Black Madeira. I'm looking forward to that. But I think I'll taste one tonight. All right, Black Madeira, nice little sampler. Not a lot, they're just starting to ripen right now, so I will definitely do a taste testing of these guys. Had a few with honey coming out the bottom. They look really, really good. How we doing? I almost forgot one more tree. We have the cherry Cordial over here. I thought we were done, but I saw a few little left on it. So let's see how many we can find, if there's a last few. Already went through the first wave of fruit. There's some new fruit on there that's going to ripen in maybe about a month or so. But look at that. Very unique fig. His little stem looks like a maraschino cherry. Okay, I found one. I have to show you this. This is my favorite tree of the orchard. This is Kadota Blanc. So, ooh, I see one up there too. I might have a couple. This is my very favorite fig because they're able to sit on the tree and dehydrate. And the inside is like the darkest deep berry flavor, and it's dehydrated and you can almost spread it on toast. It is so good. This is my very favorite tree. Ooh, I see some too. So I didn't think I had any right now, so I'm gonna go through and see if I can get some more. I see some. I'm not sure I want to share these. I might keep them for myself. But this is a Kadota Blanc. All right, I found a few Kadota Blanc. It's awesome. I thought they weren't going to be ripe yet, but I have to show you. I'm going to break one open and just show you. Wow, look at that. See how dark and jammy that is? That is my favorite fig for sure. Just look at that. See how gooey is, like jam. Love it. Okay, let's go to the house, see what we find, and I'll put it all together for you and see what our final harvest looks like. Okay guys, we have our harvest. Look at that. So we went up with Italian 258, Desert King, Kadota, Moscatel Barranco, Unknown Pestelare, Smith, Violet de Bordeaux, Paradiso. I forgot about those. I didn't show that. I was on my way back, but I have, I believe one is regular Paradiso, these small ones, and the other, these big boys. I believe it's Paradiso Geneva, but I mislabeled it. So I'm trying to figure out which one that is. We have our Panache. There's gonna be some really ripe ones. This is gonna be really good. Kadota Blanc, Cherry Cordial, and our Black Madeira. So thanks for joining me today. I'm gonna get my stuff ready for tonight. I'll go share my food with the California rare fruit growers. And we're gonna have an awesome feast there tonight and taste all the good fruit. And have a great day. I'll talk to you guys soon. Thank you for all the feedback on the comment section. I really like enjoying the feedback and answering questions or even things that help make my videos better. So until next time, talk to you soon.